Welcome back to another Beam Up Digital Deep Dive.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're diving into something we're really passionate about here at Beam Up,
Okay.
investor relations landing pages.
Right.
Specifically, how to make yours so compelling, it practically has investors lining up to throw money at you.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, we've been doing a lot of research on this, and let me tell you, even small tweaks can have a huge impact on conversion rates.
It's true. You know, these landing pages are the first impression many investors will have of your company in the digital world.
Right.
It's not just about presenting the numbers, it's about crafting a narrative that grabs their attention and makes them want to learn more.
Okay, so let's break this down. We've got a stack of research and case studies here.
Okay.
And one thing that really jumps out is the potential of CRO,
CRO.
conversion rate optimization.
Yeah.
Think of it like this. Your landing page is the storefront window to your company. You want to showcase the absolute best you have to offer. Make it crystal clear what you're selling and make it incredibly easy for people to walk right in
Yeah.
and, well, invest.
What's fascinating here is that we often see companies putting so much effort into their overall website design and content.
Yeah.
But then the IR landing page gets treated as an afterthought. It's almost like hiding the treasure chest in the attic when it should be front and center.
Right. And this is where CRO becomes crucial.
Okay.
Instead of just hoping investors will stumble upon your page and magically understand its value, we need to strategically design it to guide them towards conversion.
Yeah.
And the research here backs this up. Even a tiny 1% increase in conversions can translate to thousands, sometimes millions, in additional funding.
That's right. And it's not just about increased revenue, it's also about efficiency. A well-optimized landing page means you're spending less to acquire each investor, freeing up resources for, say, more deep dive episodes or, other important initiatives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know why IR landing pages matter and the power of CRO. But how do we actually design one that converts like crazy?
Right.
Our team has been digging into this, and we've identified some key elements,
Yeah.
like a killer headline that grabs attention immediately, a crystal clear call to action that tells investors exactly what to do next, concise and informative content,
Right.
and impactful visuals because, let's face it, no one wants to wade through a wall of text.
Absolutely. But it's not just about slapping on a few images and calling it a day.
Yeah.
We need to think about design best practices, too. One thing we emphasize at Beam Up Digital is brand consistency.
Right.
Your landing page should seamlessly integrate with your overall company image. It's about creating a cohesive brand experience that builds trust and recognition.
Oh, and navigation has to be intuitive.
Yeah.
Imagine an investor landing on your page and having no clue where to find the information they need.
Frustration City, right.
Yeah. We want them clicking around, exploring, and ultimately converting. And of course, we can't forget about mobile optimization. These days, everyone's on their phones, checking things on the go.
It's true. I was reading a study recently that found that over 70% of investors access financial information on their mobile devices.
Wow.
If your landing page isn't mobile responsive, you're essentially shutting out a huge chunk of your potential audience.
Okay, so we've got design down.
Mm-hmm.
But here's a tip that often gets overlooked. A/B testing.
Right.
It's like a friendly competition between two versions of your page to see which one performs better.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to experiment with different headlines, layouts, even button colors to figure out what resonates best with your specific target audience.
What's fascinating about A/B testing is that it takes the guesswork out of the equation.
Yeah.
You're not relying on intuition or gut feeling. You're making data-driven decisions.
Right.
By testing different elements, you can gain invaluable insights into what actually drives engagement and conversions.
Speaking of driving conversions, let's talk copywriting.
Okay.
The words that make all the difference. Our team is obsessed with crafting compelling copy,
Yeah.
and we've found that a strong headline is absolutely crucial.
It's the first thing people see, so it needs to hook them in.
Yeah.
Think of it as a movie trailer. You want to create intrigue and excitement that makes people want to see the whole film.
Right.
In this case, the film is your investment opportunity.
Exactly. Use action verbs, be super specific, and don't shy away from incorporating numbers. Instead of just saying, invest in our company,
Right.
try something like unlock 10x returns. Invest in the future of your industry today.
Much more compelling, right. And once you have their attention with that killer headline, you need to guide them through the rest of the content with clear and concise subheadings.
Yeah.
They act like signposts, breaking down the information into digestible chunks and highlighting the key takeaways.
And then we have the call to action. It needs to be clear, concise, and impossible to ignore. Think about creating a sense of urgency, highlighting the benefits, and making it visually prominent. Instead of a generic "learn more" button,
Right.
try something like "secure your early bird investment today"
Mm-hmm.
or "join your company revolution now."
Definitely. And you know what? It's not just about the words themselves, it's about the design of the button too. Make it stand out, use contrasting colors, and give it plenty of breathing room so it doesn't get lost on the page.
Okay, shifting gears to user experience,
Mm.
or UX. In the world of IR landing pages, mobile responsiveness is absolutely critical. Think about it. A potential investor is on their phone, maybe checking their portfolio during their commute,
Right?
and they come across your company. If your landing page is clunky and difficult to navigate on mobile, they're likely to get frustrated and move on.
And that frustration can translate into a lost opportunity.
Exactly.
We need to make the experience as smooth and seamless as possible, regardless of what device they're using.
And speaking of frustration, did you know that users expect websites to load in under 3 seconds? That's right, 3 seconds. Page loading speed is crucial for engagement.
It's true. In today's fast-paced world, people have very little patience for slow-loading websites. If your landing page takes forever to load, they're going to bounce before they even see what you have to offer.
And all that amazing copywriting and design goes to waste.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there are some simple steps you can take to improve page loading speed.
Right.
Optimizing your images, minimizing HTTP requests, and leveraging browser caching.
These are all things we focus on heavily at Beam Up Digital. We know that every millisecond counts when it comes to capturing attention and keeping visitors engaged.
Now let's circle back to A/B testing for a second.
Okay.
It's not just about setting up 2 versions of your page and letting them run wild.
Yeah.
You need to analyze the results to understand what's working and what's not.
That's where data comes in.
Yeah.
You need to track key metrics like conversion rates, bounce rates, and time on page. These metrics tell a story about how people are interacting with your landing page and where you might need to make adjustments.
And there are some amazing tools out there, like Google Analytics,
Mm-hmm.
that can help you dive deeper into user behavior. You can see where people are clicking, how long they're staying on each section, and even what type of device they're using.
And don't forget about the value of qualitative feedback.
Right.
You can gather this through surveys, polls, or even user testing sessions. Getting direct input from your target audience can be incredibly insightful and can help you identify areas for improvement that you might not have caught through analytics alone.
We're really getting into the nitty-gritty here.
Yeah.
But it's these details that can make all the difference in attracting investors.
Absolutely. And as we move forward, we'll explore even more strategies for optimizing your IR landing pages and maximizing your ROI. You know, one thing that's really struck me while diving into this research is the power of social proof. It's like having a trusted friend vouch for you before you even walk in the door.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Testimonials and reviews, those are pure gold.
Mm-hmm.
They add that human element, that sense of, hey, other people have invested and they're happy, maybe I should too.
Right.
It's like that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when someone recommends a great restaurant. You're way more likely to try it out, right?
Exactly. And here at Beam Up Digital, we always advise our clients to showcase authentic testimonials on their IR landing pages.
Okay.
Include names, photos, maybe even a short video clip. The more real and relatable you can make it, the better.
Oh, and don't forget those trust badges and certifications.
Right.
They're like little visual cues that instantly boost credibility.
Mm.
Things like industry certifications, awards, or even secure payment logos.
Mm-hmm.
They all tell the visitor, hey, this company is legit, they're reliable, I can trust them with my money.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about SEO.
Okay.
Search engine optimization.
Right.
It's all about making sure your landing page is visible to the right people, those potential investors actively searching for opportunities like yours.
It's like having a giant neon sign pointing right to your storefront.
Yeah.
You want to make it as easy as possible for investors to find you, right?
Right. And that starts with good old-fashioned keyword research.
Okay.
Put yourself in the shoes of your ideal investor.
Right.
What would they be searching for? What terms would they be using? Tools like Google Keyword Planner can be incredibly helpful for this, giving you insights into search volume and competition for different keywords.
And once you've got those keywords, the trick is to incorporate them naturally into your content. We're not talking about keyword stuffing here. That's a big no-no.
Right.
You want your copy to sound natural and engaging while still appealing to those search engines.
And don't forget about those meta descriptions. They're those little snippets of text that appear below your website, link in search results. You've got limited space to make a good first impression, so make it count. Craft them carefully, highlight the key benefits, and always include a clear call to action.
Oh, yeah, internal linking is another strategy we use a lot at Beam Up Digital. Basically, you're linking to your IR landing page from other relevant content on your website. This not only helps users navigate easily and find the information they're looking for, but it also gives your SEO a nice little boost.
Speaking of boosting, let's talk about the importance of tracking performance metrics. You've put all this effort into creating a killer landing page, but you can't just set it and forget it.
Right.
You need to keep an eye on how it's performing and make adjustments along the way.
Data is key, right?
Yeah.
We're all about data-driven decisions here at Beam Up Digital.
Absolutely. You need to monitor things like conversion rates, bounce rates, and time on page. These metrics tell a story about how people are interacting with your landing page. For example, a high bounce rate might indicate that your content isn't resonating with visitors or that the user experience needs some work.
It's like having a feedback system in place, letting you know what's working, what's not, and where you might need to tweak things. And remember that A/B testing we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
It's a fantastic way to continuously improve your landing page based on real user data.
So to recap, creating effective IR landing pages isn't just about throwing together some information and hoping for the best.
Right.
It involves a multifaceted approach, from crafting compelling copy and creating a seamless user experience to implementing strategic SEO and making data-driven adjustments. It's all about creating an online experience that attracts, engages, and converts potential investors.
And remember, the digital landscape is constantly evolving. So stay agile, foster engagement, and never stop learning. We're always discovering new strategies and techniques here at Beam Up Digital, and we love sharing them with you.
Now, we've covered a lot of ground today, but there's one final thought I want to leave you with.
In this sea of landing pages, all vying for investor attention, how can you make yours truly stand out?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's something we're constantly exploring here at Beam Up Digital. It's not enough to just tick all the boxes. Compelling copy, great UX, strong SEO. You need that extra something special to really resonate with your target investors.
You're talking about personalization.
Exactly.
Not just in terms of using their name in an email, but really understanding their motivations, their investment goals, their pain points, and tailoring the entire landing page experience to address those.
Think about it this way. If you were an investor looking for sustainable energy solutions, would you be more drawn to a generic landing page about investment opportunities, or one that specifically spoke to your interest in green technology and showcased a company's commitment to environmental impact?
Okay, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So how do we actually go about personalizing these pages?
Well,
Is it about creating multiple versions for different investor profiles?
that's one approach.
Okay.
And it can be very effective if you have distinct investor segments with clearly defined interests, but it can also get complex to manage.
Right.
Another strategy is to use dynamic content that adapts based on the user's behavior or the information they provide.
So if an investor clicks on a link about renewable energy from our blog, the landing page could automatically highlight that aspect of our business.
Right.
That's brilliant.
And it can go even deeper than that.
Okay.
Imagine using data from an investor's portfolio or their past investment decisions to personalize the content and messaging. It's all about creating that sense of, this company gets me, they understand my needs.
It's almost like having a personal concierge guiding them through the investment process.
Exactly. And this ties back to what we were discussing earlier about data-driven decision-making.
Right.
The more data you have about your target investors, the better you can personalize the experience and increase your chances of conversion.
This has been an incredibly insightful deep dive. We've covered so much ground, from the fundamentals of CRO to advanced personalization techniques. I feel like we've barely scratched the surface, though.
It's true. There's always more to learn, more to explore. But I think our listeners are now equipped with a solid foundation to start creating high-impact IR landing pages.
A huge thank you to all our listeners for joining us on this Beam Up Digital Deep Dive. We're passionate about helping businesses succeed, and we hope you found this episode valuable.
And if you want to dive even deeper into this topic or explore how Beam Up Digital can help you craft a winning IR landing page strategy, don't hesitate to reach out. You can find our contact information on our website.
We're always here to help. And remember, in the world of investor relations, a compelling landing page can be the difference between securing funding and missing out on a game-changing opportunity.
To make it count.
Until next time, keep innovating, keep growing, and keep those conversion rates